would you pick up the Crown?
No.
Chances are, if you clicked on this video, you're probably considering a Toyota Crown.
And so we're gonna tell you all the things we love and hate.
Let's take it for a drive.
Let's do it. All right, Victor, we're in the Crown. What are some things you love and hate about it?
I'm gonna go ahead and just start with the hate. And the first thing is the JBL speaker system in here. It sounds decent in lower volumes, but the higher you go up, the more vibration you get on the doors, which is what you typically get with a cheaper car. So it's kind of unfortunate to see it here on a luxury Toyota.
So my first hate has got to be these seats, these front seats. They're pretty uncomfortable for long drives. I mean, we took this to Atlanta and back. It's about a 4-hour drive. My back was hurting within the first hour.
Yeah.
And I could not find a position that was comfortable the entire drive. And after that, I really didn't want to drive the car anymore.
Okay, we'll go ahead and switch over to some loves. I'd say for me, it's a hybrid system in here.
Oh yeah.
It does a really good job at switching from that 4-cylinder to just a hybrid system. And it's very consistent. It doesn't awkwardly switch where it gets super loud with the engine and then it goes back to the hybrid. Toyota's really done a great job with this car.
And talking about how quiet it was, that goes into my love, and which is how quiet it is in this cabin. There is some good insulation, sound deadening.
I agree.
Like, you really don't hear any engine noise, you know, when it's running, and all you hear is just a little bit of road noise, and that's it. And that's a sign of a really, you know, luxurious car.
Grant, that actually brings me to my hate, which is the wind noise coming from the A-pillar, right? Especially when you're driving on the highway, it does sound a little bit just annoying.
You do hear some wind noise, yeah, I agree. My hate has got to be the price. This car, as tested, is right around $50,000.
Okay, that's expensive.
And yet it's not even the highest tier of the Crown that you can get. And there's a lot of features that I feel like should be standard on this that aren't, that were on the Prius that we had last week.
Yeah, it's a little bit up there, honestly.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what I love now, right? And that's Toyota's Safety Sense feature. It works really well. You have a bunch of cameras in this vehicle. My favorite view is when you're pulling in from the front, you get this like side angle view.
Oh yeah.
The lane assist features are very intuitive. Toyota has probably the best that I've seen on any other car manufacturer. You really don't even have to put your hands on the wheel, which you probably should.
Definitely.
Now, what are your...
So my love has got to be that exterior styling.
She's beautiful.
She is pretty. Toyota has been killing it lately with the exterior department. I love the black accent on the door. It reminds me of a Porsche Macan. Absolutely love it. Yeah. No, I love that. And overall, it's just a nice big sedan.
That's really what it is, right?
That's all it is.
We've been kind of trying to figure out, what is it?
I mean, that could lead into my next hate, which is going to be like, where does this fall in Toyota's lineup? They have so many sedans in their lineup. Why do they have to have another one?
Yeah, it's interesting where this does fall. And that brings me to another hate, is the parking feature, right? We saw self-parking on the more affordable Prius, but it's not on here. You know, not all of us are good at parallel parking, Grant, so that would be really appreciated.
Okay, so my next love, my last love, has got to be the trunk. All right, now, it is absolutely massive.
It's giant.
You could fit a couple bodies in there if you had to.
Not that you should.
Don't do that, but you could. It is huge. The only thing is, the trunk opening is a little small, but the inside of the trunk is massive. She got the big badonk-a-donk.
And that brings me to my last love, which is the infotainment system. I love how it's integrated within the dash. It kind of just seamlessly blends in. From the gauge to then the infotainment system. You have Apple CarPlay, which is wireless. Great to see that on here. I just like Toyota's software, you know?
So good.
You know what's cool? You could be like, hey, Toyota. And it only works when you want it to work or when you don't want it to work, right? For some reason, it does cut on like randomly, but you could ask it to do different features like cut on the air conditioning in this car. Unfortunately, it didn't work this time, but it does typically work.
All right. that's going to be coming to an end of the video.
Let's go ahead and conclude this
Yeah,
one.
let's conclude it. Our loves and hates. Overall, I feel like this is a interesting car from Toyota.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it fits in their lineup.
It is, they just kind of threw it in there.
Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be like a replacement to the Avalon, but at the same time, it's just the styling that kind of just throws it off.
Yeah.
Because like the Avalon was like this luxury sedan, and this is like sedan crossover.
Yeah, sedan
So-
crossover, and it's luxurious. It feels luxurious. It's similar to a Lexus, but it's not quite Lexus. You know, but at the price point, it's a little too high for what it is, I think.
I don't see this being the most popular car for Toyota, but I think it's going to be a very particular kind of person who actually
Absolutely.
buys the
There's
Crown.
gonna be a niche, almost like a cult following. I feel
Yeah,
like. I mean,
yeah.
the Crown has like this iconic name. It was the first Toyota to ever come to the United States. So, you know, I feel like there is gonna be that you know, cult-like following for it.
I'm going to throw you off with this question.
Okay.
Would you pick up the Crown?
No.
That was easy, right? Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a sedan guy. That's first
fair.
and foremost. Like
Okay.
I like wagons. I've heard that they're making a wagon of this. I don't know if that's a rumor
Okay.
or just a concept image or what, but I've kind of heard that. So if there's a wagon, Toyota, I would love to see that in the United States.
And to answer that question, I'd say no as well. To me, it's just a little bit out of my budget, considering that it's a Toyota. I know Toyota's Lexus, I get it. But if I'm going to spend this much on a car, I want people to know that I spent this much on a car. And that's been an Everything Out of video.
Make sure to check out our other social media platforms for more content on this car. My name's Grant.
And I'm Victor.
Thanks for watching.